back. So today I'm working on a small hammer. Started with a piece of 4-inch long by 1-inch square stock, and I weighed it and it was coming in at 1 pound 1 ounces. So today we're just going to be forging a small hammer, shoot for around 16 ouncer, and I've already started to punch, and I'm pretty much down to the center on both sides. So take one more heat with the punch I was using, then we'll switch over to my hammer drift, knock out a plug and start drifting it out. So get this thing back in the forge, get it hot, and yeah, we'll continue on. So here's the punch that I've been using. So I've just been punching, rotating. Now kind of to the point where I'm just moving that center up and down. I'm going to go ahead and put that one away, and I'm going to get my hammer drift out, knock the plug out. So after the last hammer I made, my first full-size hammer, seems like I got through this one pretty quick. Try not to bow the hammer too much because it's so small. About ready to go. I can see it starting to crack. Might be able to break it out in a red heat. Oh, it's like right there. It's getting too dark. I'm going to take another heat. Alright, so it's about there. There it is. So we got it right there. Nice little plug. Here's our hole. We go ahead and heat it up hot again. I didn't heat it up all the way. I was just trying to crack that out. So we'll heat this all the way back up and start drifting it. So I guess we'll go ahead and make a ball peen hammer. Most hammers this small are ball peens. Alright, my second heat. Just kind of counting blows, keep it even. Alright, so I'm going to start using my little block here. Just hammering cheeks down. Gotta make sure I keep it straight. Looks like it's already starting to go a little crooked. Alright, so it's 2 heats on one side, flip it over, do the other side. So I'm using this block right here to keep the sides off the anvil. I don't want to make the faces of the hammer any smaller, so the center is going to start to get more narrow. All right, get this side right here. So these little hammers, they're fun to make. I can just make a bunch of these things. Yeah, this side right here. And I've sold a few of them. You don't get a lot of money out of them. But people seem to like them. There's something about a cute little hammer. I got some cheeks. They're not very big, but what we got. Uh-oh. Alright, so we got some cheeks. I'm going to put this straight peen away. I'm just going to kind of focus on the center. Oops. So that straight peen, I was kind of focusing from the center down to the edge. Now I'm just kind of going to focus in the center here. Alright, let's get the other side. Alright. Punches, this drift has got a pretty aggressive taper, so like one whack releases it. Alright, that's probably all I'm going to get. So let me get back over to the other side. So I did this side on what is going to be the top or the bottom. Now I'm going to flip it over, do the same thing. Alright, so the forge's probably hot enough. I can start shutting it off. So it has a little bit of a bow in it. So I'm going to do 1 or 2 strikes with it unsupported off the block. And then we're going to kind of take a look at it. Hit it again. It's still there a little bit, so might do that one more time, focusing on this side. I'm just going to work on these cheeks a little bit more. Probably be the last clip of that until we get on to the next step. It's a small hammer, so doesn't require a lot of meat there. I feel like I can go a little bit thinner and get a little bit more cheek there. All right, so I went ahead and got on to the next step. So I'm in the guillotine tool. And I'm just doing a set down in front of the eye. I'll make the hammer a little longer. But for the most part, it's going to be aesthetic for a little hammer this size. So I started that set down right in front of where the cheek stop. All right, so I'm just kind of counting blows. And I'll adjust as I go. I get more work with the side of the guillotine tool that I'm hitting as opposed to the bottom. But for the most part, it's pretty even. And there's not a lot of surface contact, so I'm able to keep heat in the material for a goodly amount of time. All right, so now I'm just going to hit these corners here. I don't really want to forge them down. Kind of light blows to take the sharpness off. Whoop. Don't want it going into heat treat with any sharp edges. I'm not going to go any further than that. That's what we're looking like. Now I'm going to flip it around and do the same thing to the other side. All right, so I'm done with the guillotine tool. I'm just going to hammer these corners off. I think I'm going to leave the flat base of the anvil. Octagon. Then of course the ball peen side. I'm going to have to, I'm just going to grind it in. But I will knock the corners off, or the other side too. All right, so I'm going to make a couple final passes with the drift. I'm going to get my mark in here. Make sure everything is straight. All right. One final pass with the drift. Make sure everything is straight. Touch mark. Don't fall on the ground. That's it. I'm going to stop the forging here. I'm going to go ahead and probably take a couple normalization cycles. Been pretty aggressive with how much we move this. So I will do that on my own, and yeah, we'll bring you back when we're going to get onto the faces. All right, so I've done some normalization cycles and a bunch of brushing. So I'm going to call this the forging. I'll go ahead and do the faces on the belt grinder. I think I might cut this back probably about 1/4 of an inch on both sides. And that's just going to be what it's going to be. Maybe it'll wind up being around 12 ounces. That's fine, whatever. Just a small hammer. So I will bring you back when I have this thing faced up, and I will be doing that on the belt sander. So nothing to see there, but I will show you what it looks like when it's all done. All right, so we got the hammerhead done. Went ahead and rounded off one side. It's not a very sharp peen. It's nice and round. And of course the other side's flat. So this is what we wound up with. It's actually coming in at just over 14 ounces. So we lost 3 ounces in the grinding and the forging. And yeah, this thing is ready for heat treat. And then I'm going to have to make a handle for it. But that's not going to be in this video. So we're going to go ahead and shut it down. I'll get you some close-ups. And this will eventually wind up on the Etsy store. So if you're in the market for a small ball peen, keep your eyes peeled. Keep checking out the Etsy store, Metal Man Productions, at Etsy.com. And maybe I'll get some pictures when it's finished with the handle and all. Put that on Instagram, Facebook, or whatever. So, but as far as this video goes, we're going to go ahead and shut it down, let you go, and we'll see you on the next one.